Hey everyone, how you all doing? This is Unitcomander. Now this is a 1v1 ranked replay that was taken a couple of months ago. Now this is a Bronze League game, as this was basically when I was first starting to play my 1v1 matches. So here I am as my usual race, the Protoss, at Shakuris Plateau, while down here in the bottom left we have Swishy playing as the Blue Terran. And as you can see here in the APM is not that great on either side. So yeah, this is a Bronze League match, but it was quite an interesting match because this one shows how good use of the map can win you the game. Now at the beginning of the game here, just got those probes coming out, go to production. So yeah, I've got my first pylon and supply depot about going down at the same time. And yeah, I'm just trying to scout him with this probe at the moment. Blue hasn't started any scouting. So yeah, pylon and supply depot finish about the same time when I get my gateway down. So if I go to resources, yeah, not much difference in the early stage of the game. About even on harvesters, but teching wise, I've got my buildings down a tad faster than Swishy, but he has blocked me out of his base with this supply depot and barracks. Now this is quite a cheap move for the Terran. 2 buildings to block a ramp and then just putting marines up on the ramp. That's pretty gay. So yeah, this map though has a feature where these back rocks can like come through to another expansion, and there's no other way to get through here except through another rocks that would go, because it's a 4-player map, into another player's base. But because we're on opposite sides of the map, we can't do that to each other technically by going through there. But this is why the blue player, I don't think, would have suspected me. He tried to follow my probe, but I don't think he ends up finding what my probe does. Yeah, he can't find my probe, so he just leaves. I build a pylon here. I put a pylon pretty close to this section here, so that later on I can do some tricky warp-in business, alright? And yeah, this goes in along here to the back of guess whose base. Yep, that's right. So really, in StarCraft 2, as well as being able to know the units and their abilities and how other players think, you've really got to know the maps pretty well as well, and use all of that to your advantage. Now I'm going for a pretty quick cyber core, even though I got my 2 gateways down. I'm going for a cyber core, and here we go, a fast expansion from Swishy. Alright, 1 rack and he's going command center already, no refineries. So this is probably going to be a heavy infantry based army, or he's going to try and get a massive higher tier army. Yeah, that's supplied, excuse me, SCV is toast. And I build pylons around my base, blah blah blah. More harvesters. And so yeah, obviously that command center is going to get lifted off and placed over here. And there's no way I was getting through this with a rush attempt, so I didn't even bother. There go down the refineries, and I have warp gate on the way, research. That's why I went for the cyber core, for my warp-ins. Now, the reason why I didn't just want to destroy these rocks and then just walk through is because having the high ground advantage is good. I can warp in my units below the ground and still have this gate here to prevent him from using it as a second staging area. Instead, he'd have to shoot through those rocks, which would give me free shooting time if I place stalkers on this ridge. So basically I can use it as an offensive and defensive thing if I keep those rocks there. So it works for me either way. And the Terran player goes, oh, I'm going to send in a couple of marines because you haven't attacked me. But yeah, I was quite well prepared for this, because he may have thought I was going like Stargates or Colossi or something. He's probably trying to check me out a bit, to make sure I wasn't just going purely tech, trying to suss me out if I had no units. But yeah, I had 4 zealots and a sentry. You know, you were not getting in there. And just so happens I send this scout out just as his 5 Marines come in. And he runs away. That just saved me a Zealot. Because they could have probably killed him if that player knew how to micro-well. But as I said, this is a Bronze League game. And that Marine just runs away. And so there's lots of running. Not much killing. And here we go, expansion. But even though, surprisingly, you'd think he'd have more harvesters and he doubled. Look, we have nearly even harvesters and I have a higher mineral income and Vespene gas count. It's like, what is this guy smoking? You have 2 expansions and I have 1, yet I'm getting more money than you. Yeah, it's about equalising now, but still. You should have more SCVs, mate. Look at that, 5 SCVs on 1 mineral line. Pathetic. So we've got 3 racks here, 1 tech lab, and surprisingly no add-on here. But we do have, we're going to see some siege tanks, definitely. Here we go. Bunker trying to get laid down, and they all just get cut up. There goes that bunker, bye-bye bunker. 4 Zealot Sentry with Stalker support. No, these guys are going crap. Run for your bloody life. Yeah, those, there's an SCV in there. Yeah, don't stand a chance against that much. If I go to the army count, look at that. Yeah, there's a big army difference. Now, Swishy, you need more units, mate, or you're going to get steamrolled. Yeah, here comes the bunker. Activating my Zelnaga watchtower to check for any outer edge expansions. But yeah, at this point I wasn't going to go for an expansion. I just wanted to pump out these units.